Creeps are developed from men who decide or don't have another choice but to be alone in their life.
As a man, if you know you're the leader of the marriage, as long as you're happy, she's gonna be happy. If you're
A happy wife, happy life, guys out there. I see y'all. What? Oh, you in the doghouse?
A lot of women don't really care about the man's happiness as much.
Hate to see you traveling the world by yourself. They hate to see you going out to eat by yourself.
30 to 40% of women are much more happier when their husbands pass away.
And I think once again, it's the selfish nature of women.
Always ready plus dessert, and you'll never go hungry for love.
You gotta understand why the Most High said that it's not good for man to be alone. It's not good, and I mean not women, okay? Because women being alone actually can turn into something very powerful, especially when we practice celibacy. But men being alone, have you ever seen a man that spent all his time alone and at home by himself? Have you ever felt the energy on that man? Ain't it just sticky and gooey and nasty? Because men, I don't know, I don't know what y'all be doing exactly, but I can kind of feel it. And I know when I be around a man that spend a lot of time alone, like he don't have no lady friend, he don't have no woman in his life, maybe not even his mom, like he don't have no feminine energy, and he just trying to figure it out because he desires it. Because unless he not, men desire to be around women. This is their whole thing, right? So a man being alone, right, without a woman, single, and getting older and older, that's where the word creep come from. Creeps are developed from men who decide or don't have another choice but to be alone in their life. And then they start doing weird stuff, watching weird videos, just being weird. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's not good for men to be alone. I think y'all minds like,
I couldn't let it go. I couldn't let it keep going. She was talking too much, coming across like a know-it-all, but knows absolutely nothing at all. Yes, you do have some guys that are out there being creeps and weird, but you notice they try to take everything that's good for a man and put it on them, right? Like what they try to do. A man gets a girl. It's seen as a good thing. I hit that. They try to switch it up like, oh, I hit that. Yeah, I'm tapping that. Ladies have been doing that for the past 30, actually 40 years, even longer. Trying to take what we do. Like, I see it's good for ladies to be alone. Men being alone, men were alone. For instance, John on the island of Patmos wrote the scriptures. Come on now. What are you talking about? That solace started with men. Don't try to claim it and put that on you. Actually, it's great with men alone. Let me let it continue her foolishness.
it just don't go to good places and stuff like that, because y'all are very physical, and so everything that y'all do is very physical based. And so if you feel something, you're going to display it physically, right? Because this is what y'all do. And so when it comes to wanting affection or wanting like what women give men, what we give y'all, and you don't have it, you try to stimulate it in different kind of ways, and that is what turns you into a creep. And so I encourage any guy who is alone to get out the house, go do stuff like around other people, learn how to talk to women, practice speaking, open your mouth, young man. Open your mouth, sir. I don't know if you got to do videos and just practice talking, but you have to get comfortable speaking to women in a way that is empathetic and a way that is respectful.
For us, yeah.
You have to learn. I know maybe no man is there to teach you, but you have to learn how to talk to women. Get from behind your computer desk, from in front of your TV. Do you understand me? And go outside and go find you a woman. It is way more women in this world than it is men. And yes, you may get rejected sometimes. Yes, some women have attitude problems. Get strong, sir. Where's your strength? Get strong. Build some confidence. Switch your wardrobe up. Do something and go find you a wife. Go get you a girl.
You can't make this shit up.
Go.
See, they want you to get a girl there. You said the world, though. There's a lot. In America, what? 100, maybe 80 million? Outside, billions. The playing level is different outside. That's why more men are leaving.
And the weird thing about a lack of a relationship is that when a woman doesn't have a romantic relationship, she finds more productive uses for that additional energy. She'll channel it into work. She'll channel it into her friends, into her family. Guys come off the rails when they don't have the guideposts of a romantic relationship. I think guys need that guidepost of a relationship. And oftentimes when men don't have the guideposts of a relationship, they become insecure. They start becoming more prone to conspiracy theory. Mm-hmm. They start blaming women. They start blaming others.
You see, you look at this man. What a lot of ladies see, they see this man has wisdom. You see the gray in his beard? This man is old. He understands. He has no idea. He doesn't. Why does he have no idea? He's not looking at the reason most of these ladies don't get a man is the delusion. They all, I want to say this. Most ladies can almost get any man they want, but they won't pick any man they want because they're all delusional. They all want that guy over 6 feet. Like, this man has no clue what's going on in the world nowadays. He's stuck. He's adopted all the feminist propaganda. Seriously, it was fed to him too. When it started in the 70s, that's around his time he was thriving. Come on now. Look at the comments here. I want you guys to see this. That's just codependence. They're saying we need to be codependent. This right here, the girl that said this right here is making it like, oh, see, you see this guy, older guy, he knows what's going on. But the next one, MJ gets it. Shout out to MJ. Like Michael Jordan, she's like MJ, like Michael Jordan right now. Let me show you guys this. Let me make myself smaller. She said, do they need the guidepost of a relationship, or do they need to learn self-care and responsibility? Yes, men need to learn self-care and responsibility. That's what they learn from areas like this here. But let me let her finish. Why don't they try developing some intellectual curiosity about the world around them? They are capable. I know men who do this. Yes, that's the right answer. The other lady, and she's a little bit older, she's coming from wisdom. She understands. And she knows just because he has the gray scruffy beard, she can see he's brainwashed by the feminism. You know, that's what you say. You don't give him respect. Feminism. Influenced by it. That man could have wrote the guidebook. Feminism was written by men, I'm sure. Well, we already know who gave it, but she's right. That's what men need. Not guideposts of a relationship. And I'm not saying that because I do think it's good for men to be in a relationship. We're going to get more into that later.
Say that their wives are their best friends, while 30% of wives say that their husbands are their best friends. We have shown that we have way more substantial friendships and relationships in their lives than men do. And I believe that's one of the reasons why when a husband passes away, there's actually studies on it. I believe it's like 30 to 40% of women are much more happier when their husbands pass away versus than a husband and his wife. Like, that should be niggas up. When a man loses his wife, oh my God, he's either about to die soon, very soon. We all about to get a new auntie. Sooner or later, it's gonna happen. Men can't survive without no woman, but obviously survive without their asses. And you know what's crazy? I used to be like, God really came from a nigga rib. Like, I feel like that's a little lie. You know what I'm saying? But then again, it makes sense. It makes sense because in our reality, if we came from a nigga rib, right, that means we was made for him. They weren't made for us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm over here like, exactly. Oh, damn, are we like niggas' kids? We basically like a kid from a nigga. Wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute. You see that realization there? She had to stop the video. Wait a minute. What's that wait a minute about? You're supposed to be our help me. She started putting it together in her brain. But that feminism kicked in and said, no, she started melting like, no, I'm melting. I can't give my all to a man. Wait a minute, stopped it. Men can't survive. No, it's the other way around. That wait a minute was realization.
A lot of things that I realized a while ago, society hates to see a man who is 30 and up with no kids, no wife, and just single and happy. They hate to see you traveling the world by yourself. They hate to see you going out to eat by yourself. They hate to see you just enjoying life in general by yourself. They want to see you miserable with a fat wife, working a 9 to 5, doing an everyday, regular, degular routine. They don't want to see you living your best life, but live your best life anyways.
It's a trap, right? They want you stuck in a trap, stuck in the rat race, stuck begging for a job when there is no jobs. That's why I do what I do. I show men this is the way. I know people get like a little taken back, but that's exactly why I'm the Iceman. Look, men, they do need direction. But what's happening is ladies are trying to direct men. And men aren't to be led by ladies. Look at our first lady trying to lead men. Look at our last lady with the backwards hat trying to lead men. Because you're talking online. Yes, you want women to hear you, to be your backbone. But who's watching as well? Not all of your followers are ladies. There's some men there too. Like that guy with the gray scruffy beard saying, yeah, stand up for feminism. Yeah. Like, come on, man. It's out of control.
I feel like a lot of relationships don't work in this generation because a lot of women, and not all, but a lot of women don't really care about the man's happiness as much. Women's happiness is prioritized in this generation. And it's almost like the woman's the prize, the man's never the prize. But it's like, hold on a second. How come we both can't be the prize? How about that? Like, let's see how that goes.
Look at this. Look what they said. The pushback. The pushback is intense. It has been intense for the longest now because they know for years, for many years, about 5-6 years, probably longer. Actually, it has been longer because when I came out here, even before that, it started before that. And I came here in 2015. Like, men have known about these things for the longest time because men were going through it. Think about it. The manosphere started around the time I came here. Men have been knew the problems because before it started, men were dealing with the problems. Look at this. Is this real? Mind blown, laughing. Welcome back, diva. They called him a diva because he said, why can't we both be the prize? Welcome back, diva. Be the prize. Act like you're the prize. What is your point? He was making a great point. He was saying we both can be equal, right? You say, you look at a video. Do men need women? Yeah, we need women. Do women need men? No, we don't need women. Do men need women? Yeah, we do. We like pretty women. We need them. We need each other. Men say things like that. Like, we need each other. Do women need men? No, men. I make myself big. I don't need no filthy man. I'm getting that early. I'm gonna be. I'm getting that. It's tragic. I'm man. He takes advantage of my labor. Me? Him? Me? Like, no, stop it. Get some help.
Shout out to my happy wife, happy life guys out there. I see y'all. I see what? What? Oh, you in the doghouse? Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. You in the dog. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, but it's okay.
Happy wife, whoever said that should just be beaten to death. Happy wife, happy life. Like, if I hear one more person give that advice to somebody, I have to tell you, that is just the most ridiculous. What does that even mean? Happy wife, happy life.
If she's happy, then I'm happy. Because
is that true?
I think it's used by men who believe that their wife is always unhappy. So if she's not shouting at me and I can just sit here and watch the football,
Yeah.
then all is well.
Boy, is that something to aspire to, you know? Man, I can't wait, for someday for my kids to just sit there while the person in the other room is just mildly dissatisfied with them, and they can just sit and watch, the football game. Really? That's what we're aspiring to. That's what you hope for. Like, I got to tell you, I think our goals are really misaligned. My greatest accomplishment in life is my children. Really? That's your greatest accomplishment in life is your children. Let me ask you this. What will your children's greatest accomplishment in life be? Having children? Because guess what? This is the ideology of a cancer cell. Growth for the sake of growth, for the sake of growth, for the sake of growth. Reproduction for the sake of reproduction. I don't think that's the highest, noblest goal. I think there should be something in there about quality of life, about making the world or the experience of others better. Like, again, it's not for me to define, but intelligence is hard to define, but I can spot stupid a mile away.
Wow. Yes. He can spot stupid a mile away. And it's crazy. I've heard that for many years. And I didn't see it, though. I heard it, but I didn't see that. I know the experiences I was going through. And I said, ain't no way. I'm supposed to be happy. Now, the home I was in, I saw my mother go through the punches. So I saw how things are supposed to be. That's the thing. I grew up with a mother and a father. And I thank my mother for going out and getting my father. Yes, he wasn't my real father, but he was there. But that was at a time when a man can do that. Now it's done. So when I grew up and I saw you can't do that now, and I saw everybody around was having babies with everybody, and I saw I didn't have many options of people that were going to be feminine and delicate. I said, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Because it's not a fair deal anymore.
I think that you have to open your eyes to the reality of what marriage is. You have to recognize that in most places in the West, if you get married, you are essentially inviting the state into your household. The state is built in such a way that it actually encourages women to get divorced. Like, women are financially incentivized today to leave their families, to leave their husband, because they will make a lot more money from the government as a single mom raising the kids, having most of the control raising those kids, and alienating the father from those kids. Like, there's financial incentives to breaking up the household.
Unhappy to put the happiness of her kids and husband before her own happiness. Like, how can I thrive in a space where I'm the backbone of the house? How can I make this house a home? The house is going to be a hellhole if the woman is not happy.
But my thing is this, so men are unhappy all the time. They're unhappy with the sex that they get at home. They're unhappy with the kids not listening. They're unhappy with the food not being cooked. They're unhappy with a lot of things, but they're still able to be men and put those things aside because they understand what the real thing is in the world. Like, okay, this is the big picture, my family. It's not about me. My family is bigger than me and my happiness. My happiness doesn't matter as long as my family is happy. As long as my wife and my kids and everything like that is happy, I'm happy as a man taking care of them. Women don't look at it like that. They look at it as my happiness. Me, 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 me. And that's what I'm saying. Men deal with this every day, with putting their happiness last and putting their families first. So why is it a problem with the women now having to put their happiness last and put their family first? Just because you unhappy doesn't mean that you leave your family. That don't mean that you leave your man because you're unhappy with him or whatever is what's going on. Because your man ain't leaving you whenever he's unhappy with you.
Listen, no lies detected, no lies detected. And I'm pretty sure she didn't really agree with that or see it that way, because most women don't see it that way. But, I get exactly where he's coming from. And I think, once again, it's the selfish nature of women. And I know a lot of people like to say, oh, my God, you always agree with the man. And you don't agree with. No, there are certain things that are just the way they are. When you've been in a marriage for over 20 years, you learn these things. And I think a lot of people don't have enough experience in a solid relationship to learn these things. Did I always think this way? No, because I hadn't had the experience to learn. So as you.
When men say happy wife, happy life, let's get fellas. If you believe in happy wife, happy life, you a sucker. When you basically say all you want to do is make your wife happy, basically you letting her know your happiness doesn't matter. Fellas, if you're just focused on making your wife happy, you're miserable. Now, I'm not saying don't make your wife happy. I'm not saying that. But all I'm saying is you're not responsible for her emotional well-being. So this happy wife, happy life crap is just one big lie. You're pretty much letting her know that you have no position of power. And you're pretty much letting her know that she's the leader of the marriage. Because as a man, if you know you're the leader of the marriage, as long as you're happy, she's going to be happy. If you're supposed to be the leader, she's going to follow your lead. So yes, if you're happy, she's going to be happy times 10. Happy wife, happy life is the most subservient I ever heard in my life. A real man protector ain't going for that. Only a weak beta male will say something. You saying, despite me getting the short end of the stick, I'm still going to do everything in my power to make her happy. You say happy wife, it sounds like you crying out for help. If anything, it should be happy man, happy land. Or it should be happy spouse, happy house. But my term, no wife, happy life. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Free game.
That's the new thing. That's the new thing. No wife, happy life. I say it like this. No wife, happy life while you're in the States. It can happen. Actually, it can happen with the state being involved. The guy explained it. Taking your money, like it's crazy. Ladies are incentivized. So while you're in the States, no wife, happy life. While you're gone, happy wife, happy life. I'm happy. Everybody's happy. I gotta tell you guys something, right? This morning, I woke up at 5. I got 5 hours sleep. I went to sleep late yesterday at 12. I probably shouldn't have went out as long as I did, but I did, right? I'm in Vietnam right now. So I woke up at 5. I wasn't tired. You guys know when you wake up early, but you're not tired, and you could have gone on, but then you'll go on for like 1 to 2 hours, 3 hours, and then that tiredness kicks in, and then you're shot for the whole day. Also, that can take years of your life if you do that for too long. Let me tell you what happened. My wife was up, looked in her face. I said, your time has come. She looked at me. You know what that means, right, guys? I needed some rest easy. I needed some sleep easy. Sleep easy, peace leave. Yes, I got that sleep easy, peace leave. And it was enough. I put in enough calories to where I was definitely going to go to sleep. And then, slept like a baby. I drank some chamomile tea after. Yeah, I made it sweet. I went, washed off, drank 2 cups of chamomile tea, laid down. So I had post-night clarity in chamomile. I slept for another 2 hours straight. Woke up, I had a bad dream. Woke up like, So that's happy wife, happy life, happy man, my plan. You don't understand. When you go across these waters, then you become the man. Let's go.
So men will say they don't like women that wear weave or makeup or lashes. And women will say, well, we don't do it for y'all, we do it for ourselves. And then men will respond by saying, well, this is why y'all don't get married, or this is why y'all baby mamas. A woman was made for a man. Y'all be trying to do what we like, all of these things or whatever. So I finally found the male equivalent. I seen this guy come on my For You page. He was a bodybuilder. He was talking about how dating is a little bit hard when you're a bodybuilder because a lot of women aren't attracted to bodybuilders for some reason. And I bet a lot of men wouldn't even know that this is the thing, that a lot of women aren't attracted to bodybuilders, because women, we don't feel the need to constantly say what we don't like. But anyway, so a lot of other guys could agree with him, and they were saying like, yeah, you know, my dating life has been a little bit different since I started lifting heavy and became a bodybuilder or whatever. But I don't lift for women. I do it for me. And something that I noticed was no woman was trying to argue with him by saying, this is why you're not going to get married. This is why you're a baby daddy. You should be trying to attract a woman. None of the women were trying to go against the men that were saying that they just live for themselves, that they understand that, you know, being a bodybuilder, they might have a little bit more struggles when it comes to dating, but they don't care because they're not going to stop doing what makes them happy just to attract somebody else. I just thought it was very interesting just to see how men can say that they do something just for them, and there's not this outrage. Women, we don't feel the need to get upset.
Wait, sorry about it. I gotta shut her up.
So start taking cheap.
I gotta shut her up. What are you talking about? For so many years, what's happened is I say for about 10 years now, and really about 5-6 years. The talk has been loud to wake men up. The talk has been loud, and like I said before, the revolution will be televised. That's why it's been loud. But you ladies have been talking forever. You've been on talk shows, on radio shows since, can you guys recall, since back in the 80s, 90s, 2000s? You ladies took over for so many years. Like, you ladies took over with your talk shows right when feminism started. When was that? 70s? You ladies have been shouting it to the mountaintops. My body, my choice. You ladies are wild. And yeah, you can make that lie. You haven't had a voice. Men haven't had a voice. It's about time we started speaking up. But you know what, though? That's fine. Because you know what men are doing?
Asian wife benefits. We're devoted and disciplined. So always ready, plus dessert. And you'll never go hungry for love.
My Filipino wife turns 50 this year while I turn 62. I'm so blessed to have her in my life. Yeah, I feel exactly the same way with my wife. And I guess people comment on my channel, send me messages, and agree with this of how blessed they are to have found a good Filipina. I can't encourage you guys enough that are talking to one, that are on the fence, that want to go to the Philippines and meet her, but you haven't done it yet. I've seen people talk for years and years and still not go to the Philippines, still not take a trip to go meet them. I want to encourage you guys that are in this situation to go ahead and go. For me, had I ever went out of my comfort zone and did something that was totally uncharacteristic of me, I would have met the wife that I have now. And I'm so glad that I did. I'm so glad that I eventually said, hey, take a trip, I'm going to go to the Philippines. I know very little about the Philippines. You know, it was just a completely foreign concept to me to eat over there. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. So I just want to encourage you guys that are in this situation, that say you're talking, whatever, you've known her for a long time, you've not went and met her yet. I encourage you guys to step out of your comfort zone and go over and meet her, because I promise you, if she's the right one for you, your life's going to be. Since I've been with my wife, my life has changed for the better in almost every way. But since my wife has come into my life has been absolutely changed. And looking back from where we are today to when we first met, talking online and things, had I never decided to step out of my comfort zone and book a flight to the Philippines, fly to the Philippines by myself, before this point, I wasn't much of a traveler. For me, that was a step, and I'm so glad I did it. So much better. Everything good in my life has required me to step out of my comfort zone to a degree. Maybe a calculated risk, and it's generally usually paid off. So you guys that are in that situation, like this guy, and like so many guys that message me and tell me their stories and things, that they all had to get out of their comfort zone, and they all had to go do something that they normally wouldn't have done. You know, so my encouragement to you guys today is step out of your comfort zone. If you want to meet them, just go ahead and do it. Make 2024 the year that you just go do it. And you'll probably thank me later for it. So, and that's with life. If you want to get in shape, if you want to improve your finances, whatever it is, just stay in your comfort zone a little bit, push for those goals, and you can do it. Trust me. Drop in the comments, guys, how you feel when you met your Filipina, when you went over there and met your Filipina. Was it worth it? Are you glad you did it? Or do you regret it? Some guys...
I played that video because this is what I've done in my life. And I would say for the what? It's been 10 years. Yeah, it's been 10 years. And I believe, let me see, let me take a look at that. No, it's going on. No, I'm 10 years in the Philippines. It's been 9 years with her. And so now, next year, we're going to our 10th year. And we have an anniversary coming up. And I'm happy for our anniversary. I'm taking her to Japan. So we get the anniversary. Also, we're going to vlog, you know, and my lady, she wants to live that. I mean, it's a great life to live, traveling all over the world. It's a great life to live. We're gonna start travel vlogging, going from place to place to place to place to place. I mean, no time like the present. We're gonna start doing. We're gonna have so many businesses we're doing, and I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. This is gonna be the last time that I mention what's gonna happen. Now it's time to show it, right? And I'm gonna do that because I'm not bragging. You know, I'm not trying to brag to you guys. I'm trying to show the work. Exactly what he explained. I'm trying to show that. I'm the man with a plan. And when you get a Filipina, she's going to help and understand how to help. Not all of them. I made sure I chose right. I made sure I chose someone. Exactly. He said that too. Make sure you choose them right. Choose wisely. I made sure to choose someone that understands everything that can help me. So, because I was looking for a helpmate, just like that lady had a realization earlier, the black lady. She realized it and then shut up, because you have to come. You can't hide truth. This is the truth and this is the way. Thank y'all for watching. See you next video.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.